Melissa?
Good morning.
Good morning, Melissa Rivers. How are you this morning?
I'm awake.
That's good. It's always better to do these things
early
awake.
here.
Are you an early person by nature?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if I didn't have to. If it wasn't
I don't think many people are by choice.
Yeah, some people, you got to be a little worried when people say they are. You know, those people, they're like, I love it. I'm just up this early. You got to wonder what's up with those people.
You're like, I always get up early. I love the morning. Really?
Yeah, something's wrong with you.
I agree. People who are in the gym at, waiting as the door opens.
Yeah, that's...
Where are you? Go back to bed.
Exactly. Something's up with those people. They need to just do steroids. You don't have to work out as hard.
Exactly, and your recovery time's so much better.
You've got a new book out, Melissa, Red Carpet Ready. I want to hear all about this book. Is it a typical Melissa Rivers style? You got a little some humor in there?
I got a lot of humor, some fun tips, some gossip, but it's really about the whole idea that a red carpet moment happens all the time in people's lives. You don't have to be on the red carpet. It's anytime the focus is on you, good, bad, or indifferent.
I get that a lot because here, you know, in a small town, being on the radio and stuff, you're kind of a semi-celebrity, and you're a full-fledged celebrity, so I'm sure it happens with you all the time. And you're saying that, when you're out there, you shouldn't go out in your sweats with, a beer stain down the front, or what?
More along the lines of that we encounter these moments in our lives, and it can happen almost daily, when you are suddenly, even for a fleeting moment, the center of attention in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be anything from a job interview to running into an ex at an event to meeting in-laws to, unfortunately getting fired.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be that you're not homecoming queen.
Farting.
It's all of those things. And it's sort of how there's some fun, easy tips on how to get through that, and there's some sort of deeper introspective things about getting through those situations.
So there's when something happens, when the attention is just thrust upon you, and all of a sudden, you go from being the normal guy to the guy everybody's looking at in the room, the book gives you tips on ways to handle that situation?
Absolutely. Let's pick a situation, a job interview. Unfortunately, a lot of people are going out on job interviews due to, the economy and losing their jobs. One thing is I talk about in that situation, you're obviously the focus in that room at that moment when they're interviewing you is be prepared. Know the company, know who you're interviewing with, know something about the business or the type of job it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody's going to hire anyone who just sits there and goes, or I don't know, or any of those kinds of things.
Yeah, I love those interviews where people come in and they ask them, why do you want to work for a company? I just need a job. I don't even know what you do.
Exactly. Or why do you want to go into radio? Well, I listen to it. I mean, you're going to, and we've all been in that situation where you're going to hire the person that looks like they know what's going on.
Exactly. I'm with you 100%.
Life advice on things like that.
It's somebody needs to do it, and I like it coming from you. You grew up, obviously, your mom, a very outspoken type lady. I was wondering, does she say stuff where you're just like, oh, Mom?
Mother doesn't. That's what everybody thinks is my situation is so different or so abnormal, where, hello, hands up for anyone whose mom has said something that's embarrassed them.
Oh, yeah.
It's everybody, and that's one thing that I talk about in the book. It's, people think they know me, and I feel like they really don't have a clue who I actually am, and I think a lot of that comes through in the book.
That's good. Is it weird still working with your mom, though? Or is it cool that it's that's my mom, and I love her, and we get to work together? Or at some point, is it I want Mom to do her thing, and I want to do my thing? Well,
we do a lot of her thing and my thing anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but it's like anything. I don't think about wow, this is great, cuz. There are days where it's okay, good, this is fun, and we speak in a shorthand and communicate so easily that it makes the job easier. Mm-hmm. I'm not having to explain to someone, and she's not having to explain to someone.
You know what I think is really cool about it is just the legacy. I think it's so cool. Joan Rivers, everybody knows who she is. They know what she's about. They know kind of how she's very blunt and to the point, and she's just a fun person. And you're kind of the next generation. So it's way down the road when we don't have Joan, heaven forbid, you take over. I like that, where it's the legacy will continue, and you can still do red carpet stuff, and you can still piss people off and say the things everybody else is thinking. I like that there's a generational thing there. Do you think, is that something you'd like to do, kind of take over where your mom left off and keep doing the red carpet stuff and writing books and being funny, or are you trying to go in a different direction?
Things because it's what my mother does. I do these things because they've just sort of are opportunities or situations that I found myself in. You know, I didn't say, gee, my mom does the red carpet, so I'm going to do the red carpet. She only ever did one without me. So I look at it more as like we built sort of this franchise together.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from on that. Is there anything else in your career you'd like to do, like in a different direction, or is it just you want to keep plugging ahead doing what you're doing?
I'm so fortunate that I get to do so many different things and have the opportunity to explore so many different sort of aspects of entertainment that I really do enjoy it. You know, lately I've been devoting obviously a lot of time to my book tour, but also in the past, 2 months or so, I've been really working, spending a lot of time with the charities that I work for. Mm-hmm. People are always like, people just lend their names and people just do this or that. I actually go out and work.
That's awesome.
So, I've been doing a lot of that lately as well, and that's something that I really do get a lot of fulfillment from. Also, I'm a mom. I have a 9-year-old.
I guess, yeah, that'll keep you busy, too.
Yeah, a 9-year-old boy keeps you on your toes as a single parent.
Exactly. Well, Melissa Rivers, it's been awesome talking to you. Red Carpet Ready is the new book. It's in bookstores. Go pick it up. Get you ready for any moment that you're in the spotlight. Melissa Rivers, it's been awesome, and thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.